My name is Rashawn Robinson, but my nickname is Crunchy, and my brand is Crunchy Riot. Southwest Arlington, we're near Mansfield and Grand Prairie. No, near Mansfield and Kennedy. A clothing designer, a painter. To be honest, I'm really a clothing designer and painter, but I'm getting into like other ventures as well, just until I can find someone else to help me do it. That's Dallas for you.
And what are you trying to venture? You trying to do film, music, besides clothing?
Music, but I'm doing I do video edits on my phone.
Yeah.
I edit videos. I work on photography concepts, or I develop them and then I try to put them I try to execute them, and I try to I design my own. I try to design as many logos as I can to keep it fresh. Just anything that I can get my hands on that can improve the brand itself. Alright, so Crunchy Black was the first name of the brand, and that's because when I used to go to this skate park called The Pier that only really old people will know about. Hey, Sue, you ever heard of The Pier?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I went to The Pier, and an index writer, his name is Jonathan Farr. I don't know if he writes for them anymore.
Who?
Jonathan Farr.
I know Jonathan Sturgeon.
Nah,
Jonathan Smith.
he was on them for he was dinosaur days. Yeah. He gave me the nickname Crunchy Black because I got something in my eye. Fuck, man, that shit hurt. But did it fall out?
No, you good. Yeah, you good.
So he listens to 3-6. He listened to 3-6 Mafia, and he just gave me the name Crunchy Black.
There you go.
Then I started it started growing on me, and that's when I started calling myself. Then eventually, because I used it so much, I just started incorporating that in my clothing brand. But then I changed the name to Riot after I realized Crunchy Black is it's a name that's can easily be. There's probably a bunch of Crunchy Blacks out there that got clothing brand names or nicknames or whatever. And you look up Crunchy Riot, you probably won't find anything.
Yeah.
I got into art, basically how every other kid got into art. You're just in classroom, you just start drawing shit. You're bored, you draw shit, and eventually, I was drawing shit like everybody else, and then eventually, my senior year of high school, I started what happened was I was just bored one day, and I took a trench coat I don't wear, and I just used watercolor. I got watercolor from a typical paint store. I painted on it with watercolor, and then but I never wore that jacket, but I painted on it. I posted it on Twitter, and then I did another jacket that was a navy blue jacket. Painted that with watercolor. Wore that to school. People liked it. then eventually I just kept doing it. Like I just kept painting because it was something that was therapeutic in a way, to help me find myself, a sense of self-identity, your calling. It's something I like doing like that. It's something that.
Yeah. Can you say also like it helps you with like whatever you're going through? Like when like people say like they listen to music whenever like they're mad, angry, or sad. Does that help you with that? Does it resonate with you?
Yeah, it's like it's a form of like putting out your emotions and stuff. Like thing is, I try not to like use it too much because we all feel like sad and depressed like sometimes. So I don't want to like put that on my clothes and then like I don't like I want to put out a different like energy. Like I'm trying to like give something more than just dark humor to people. I want to give like I want people to know me for me. So I put like my type of humor, my views, my opinions on clothing, my graphics, like just or copyrighted graphics that I see. I'm just giving a taste of my
of your universe basically.
Yeah, what I see, what I hear.
Basically everything about you, pretty much. Yeah.
Everything about me, man. You're getting to know me through my colors, basically. One thing I can't live without. TV, for one. That shouldn't be the first answer, but I can't live. No, I can't live without a fan. Like I need a fan to sleep. I need a fan to go to, just keep cool. Like I like fans, like electric fans. What else? I don't know. I think that's about it. Like that's like the thing. Like I need like a fan. Like I need to bring a fan with me whenever I travel or whatever. But everything else is pretty alright. I don't even know. To be honest, like the world's probably not gonna end. The world is gonna do what it's always been doing. It's gonna evolve, and us people, we're gonna die as the world evolves because we're not used to certain conditions. Climate change. That if we keep doing what we do, with technology and whatnot, I'm not telling you to stop doing it, but I'm saying like
be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah, like what we're doing is we're getting pretty close to catastrophic.
Yeah, but what's your opinion on people who like are aware of it but like not willing to put the work in to do like to save like our planet? Like how do you think about that?
I can't really say anything because I'd be a hypocrite. Like I'm aware of it, but I don't really do anything either. I cut down on electricity. I cut off the lights. I turn off the sink or whatever. Like I do small changes, but I'm not. I can't. It's not. It's really not. I'm not really in any position to tell people what to do because that's not my job. People have to change for themselves. I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, but the afterlife is something I'm a little shaky on right now. I don't know if heaven and hell are real. I don't know if we go through a cycle. Like, I don't know any of that. I want to believe heaven and hell is real, but...
So you need evidence to find it, basically.
Huh?
You need to find evidence to find it, basically. Or
I do believe it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't... At the end of the day, I really don't know, but I do believe in God, and I do, believe in Jesus. I'm not super religious, I don't go to church, but I do, I'm somewhat, I have faith.
Yeah. You think everyone should have faith at all? Going down?
In God or Jesus?
Just in general, anybody, any kind of religion, what they believe in. What do you think?
You don't gotta be religious or none, but I think it's I think it would be kind of really self-centered to say there's nothing out here watching us. I don't really believe you could just look at something and be like, there's no God. I believe that something has to create this, and just based off experience. But that's just me.
Yeah.
So. That's just me though. I believe in God, and I think that, whether you're religious or not, you should be aware that there's something actually, a higher power, a higher being out there. An unconditional feeling of acceptance of a person, accepting them for who they are. Understanding who they are, it's a feeling that you can have within yourself, anyone else, of just being happy with yourself or that person. Love is not just a feeling, but it is an ability. Because it's very hard to, love yourself or love anybody as well. So if you have the ability to love, you have a very rare, a rare trait. Not everybody is taught to love. Love is taught.
Yeah.
And it's something that we're gonna have to work on in the world. If we want to better communications between different races, different ethnicities, genders, but it's something that has to, it has to be. We have to be able to do the work to love. Some people can do it naturally. Some people are learning how to do it. Some people they're not taught that way, and it's they can't do it. But I think it's very possible, and it's out there. And as long as we have love, we'll be all right. Love and God, that's all.
Yeah.
Before at first, like my motivation was girls, honestly, women. I used to have a really huge crush on this girl in high school, and if you were able to paint something and she saw it or she approved of it, it's like you're basically approved of. And later on, eventually later on, I started really taking it serious. So now motivation is success. I want to make a living out of this. I want to make money off of it. Start my own business or whatnot. Just basically being able to be stable with it. But mostly I just do it for the enjoyment. I like to make something that I can wear, and even if nobody else wears it, it's something I like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to feel that way. That's all I'm gonna say. It's okay to feel that way, and eventually, you just gotta be patient. You'll find something. You might be lost, but trust me, there's people like me who still don't even know what the fuck they're doing. You're not alone. You might be lost, but we're lost with you. You know what I'm saying? You're not alone at all. We're right here in the trenches with you. Set an example for yourself and set an example for others. Be positive, because there's people who are looking up to you. You gotta, like I said, you gotta be able to do work. Don't be afraid of new things, challenges. Put yourself out there. Just keep being yourself. Don't let nobody tell you how to be you, because only you know who you are. Also take life lessons and listen to other people's stories as well. Be able to take those and learn. Learn, the most important thing. Learn. That's all I gotta. That's the most important thing I gotta say is just go out there and learn something new every day. Learn something from different people.